Hello and welcome to the United Stand. It's Chelsea versus Manchester United. Jose Mourinho's return to Stamford Bridge. Manchester United will be taking the train down to that London today to prepare for this game. London, ungrateful. They'll be stopping off at a number of stations along the way. They will. Unappreciative City, up their own arse station. Backstabbing International before finally calling it Stamford Bridge for Mercenary Square. They treated him like absolute shit. Shit is the word. And I don't care what anybody says. Whatever you think about City, Chelsea are the original mercenary club. They'll get rid of a manager for nothing. They will buy success any opportunity they get. And whatever you think about Jose Mourinho as Manchester United manager, Chelsea manager, whatever, that club's short-termism and mass unappreciation is sickening in today's football and indicative of what football is today. Yes, they had a bad start to the season yesterday, but typically not for the first time. Ask Villas-Boas. Chelsea players down tools for their best manager they've ever had. It would be like United players in Sir Alex Ferguson's reign downing tools and turning against him. No wonder the game after Mourinho was sacked, Chelsea fans booed their own players. They've come back now because they're just unappreciative and shallow as the club. But what an opportunity it is for United tomorrow to go and get a result. I can't see how Manchester United will lose this game. On the other hand, I don't think Chelsea will want to lose it either because it would be absolutely embarrassing the way they treated their best ever manager. And yes, they had a bad run at the start of the season last year, but don't be shallow enough to think that Sir Alex Ferguson didn't have bad runs at Manchester United, but he was kept and stood by because he's an absolute legend and the best manager we've ever had. But Chelsea won't do that because that's modern football for you. And you saw what history, class and real football is the other night when a legend, great Manchester United player Robin van Persie came back, scored a goal and got an applause. That's what real football is, and that's why supporting Manchester United is the most important thing if you are a football fan. But on with the game, I don't think he's going to make any changes. I personally think that Jose doesn't want to win. Oh, he'd love to win the game. He doesn't want to lose the game. And I must just say, I've got a little treat for you at the end of this video. So, I don't think he's going to make many changes at all. I think he'll go with the same team. I think it'll be De Gea, Valencia, Smalling and Bailly, Blind at left back, Fellaini, Herrera and Pogba in the midfield, Lingard on the right, Ashley Young on the left and Zlatan up front. It got us a 0-0 draw at Liverpool. It got us a point at Liverpool. And I think Jose would probably take a point. Although, personally, I think we need more. We are 5 points off the top of the table at the moment. It's very congested. Arsenal, Liverpool and City have got all winnable games this weekend. I wouldn't be surprised if all three win. If they win and we draw, we are 7 points off the top. So we're losing ground. I think we've got enough to beat Chelsea tomorrow, and I think we need to show some expansion. And also, I think a few people are starting to figure this out now, what we've been saying for a number of weeks. Pogba doesn't have a good game when he plays with Fellaini. It's not rocket science. Look back through the games that they've played together. He doesn't play well. He plays far better when he's got a Carrick Herrera, sort of Pirlo type, and he's got a Mata who is just experienced and brings everybody into the game. I personally would make changes to the team. I would be going with the same goalkeeper, the same back four with Blind and Valencia, but it's in the midfield where I would be making changes. I would be going either Herrera, Carrick and Pogba, or Herrera, Pogba and Mata. I wouldn't have Fellaini anywhere near that midfield. You do not need to, because I don't want us to play so defensive. I want us to get at Chelsea, because defensively they are weak. I would have Zlatan up front, I would have Rashford on the right, and I would have Martial on the left. And I just realised I have predicted the team for Jose wrong, because Lingard didn't play. It would be Rashford on the right as well. So I would make two changes. It would be Ashley Young out for Martial, and it would be Fellaini out for Carrick or Mata, whichever way you want to go. But I think if we go with that team, we've seen when we play an attacking midfield with Mata, Herrera and Pogba, or Mata, Carrick and Pogba, stuffed Leicester, stuffed Fenerbahce, and actually we stuffed Stoke, who we just didn't take our chances. So that's what I think our best team is, and that's what I would be doing. Am I worried about Chelsea? Our record at Chelsea is abysmal. I think in the last 16 games, we've only won 2. It's a very hard place for us to go. It's a bit of it's a banana skin for us. It has been for a number of years. But we need to replicate. We need to turn that around. And how interesting that Pep Guardiola, the man who apparently invented the way Barcelona play, went there the other night and got absolutely stuffed. Because he didn't invent it. he had world-class players like Messi there who made him far better than he is. This is Jose's opportunity a few days later to go to the club that he basically did invent and show how to beat them. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm very excited about it. If you're asking me what I think the score will be, I'm going to go 2-1 Manchester United because I want to be positive. And I think if we can win this game, we should be shouting from the rooftops, absolutely ecstatic. And I think we can do it. If we get a draw, let's judge the draw after the game, because it could be a 3-3 open game. Anybody could win it and you'd say, you know what, a point's a fair thing. It could be a 0-0 and we might be going, you know what, we probably should have shown a bit more attacking intent against Chelsea, because Chelsea aren't Liverpool. They've not had the results that Liverpool have had. They're not in the form that Liverpool had. They're in a transition as well. I think they're there to be beat. I don't want us to show them so much respect, because if you go to somebody's ground and you show them respect, that's almost giving them a goal and giving them an advantage. We've got to go there and get at them, which we did against Liverpool in that first 20 minutes. I just think the problems arise when you play Fellaini, because Pogba doesn't play well with Fellaini. We don't create as many chances with Fellaini, and we automatically become quite defensive with Fellaini. So I would not have him in the team, and I would get Pogba, Mata, Herrera together ideally, or at least, if he wants to go a little bit more defensive, Carrick, Herrera, Pogba. Not going to happen because Carrick played for 90 minutes on Thursday. I don't think Martial will come in, but he's got to be on the bench. But I think we've got to get at them. That would be where I would go with it. But the interest is it's Jose's return. The interest is how much class have Chelsea fans got. I would say very little. They should be applauding him. I would imagine they will probably boo him, which is ridiculous. They should be applauding him. He's the best manager in their history. And I like the line that he came out with the other day, that he was asked whether he'd ever like to return to Chelsea, and it was a blunt no, I want to be at United for many years, because this is his dream job. But little clubs like Chelsea should appreciate managers like Jose, who spent time with them and turned them for a few years and showed them what it's like to be a big club, and they should appreciate that. It's a bit like Arsenal when they had Van Persie, you know, another small club mentality, who boo somebody who actually carried them and could have done his back in over those years, but he carried them like Jose did Chelsea for a number of years. But they're so bitter and shallow and not proper fans, because it's all they're mercenary that they don't. But at United you don't get that. We don't treat people like that. I'll go back to what I said about Ronaldo. He wanted to go to Real Madrid. He wanted to leave Manchester United, but every time he comes back to United, he gets applauded for what he did when he was here. That's class for you. Sandeep is saying 2-0. Louise is saying 2-0 United, sorry. The more he plays Rooney, the more points we lose, says Junior Wait. Rooney won't play tomorrow. If you play Rooney, you're gambling with any points, aren't you? Ken Monologue says Pogba is currently in form. Zlatan also had a good rest midweek. Mata is key in our attack. Keep the tempo up. I really do think, Ken and everybody else, that he will go with the same team from Liverpool. Totally rested Young. Totally rested Herrera. Totally rested Blind and Valencia. Starting Ashley Young for me is a bad idea, but he will start. But the Fellaini decision is the one that I think dictates our intent. If we play Fellaini, I think we are looking at a draw. If we don't play Fellaini and we have a dynamic midfield, because Fellaini, whatever you think about him, he's not dynamic, then I think we win the game. And I think that will show where we are at. Junior White says you're underestimating Chelsea, Mark. A draw would be a good score. Well, I think you're underestimating what Manchester United should be. Going to Chelsea for a draw, we shouldn't be doing that. Liverpool, I understood it. They were the form team. If we lose to them, we're in trouble. I agree, if we lose to Chelsea, we're in trouble, but we're better than them. We can do it. It just depends what team he goes for. I don't agree with anybody saying that Zlatan should be dropped. I think he had a bad game against Liverpool, but he's still a top player and he can cause Chelsea a lot of problems. Right, very quickly. Just wanted to, a few people have said, when do you go live? We're obviously live for the watch along tomorrow. We always go live at now before the kickoff, talking the team news. We're now getting people Skyping in. It's a bit like call Goldbridge instead of call Collymore. You can just on the day Skype and come into the show, so get involved in that. Obviously live this morning. Sometimes we're a bit sporadic with when we go live, but it is 8:30 on a Sunday, and it is an hour before every game, right the way through to full time. But, however, I'm going to give you a little guidance here that is very, very easy on how you can get notification of every time the United Stand goes live and never miss a show, because we do a lot of live comments. Right, this will work. You are going to be watching the same screen that I'm watching, which is this one. Okay. So, you are watching Chelsea versus Manchester United on the United Stand preview. Right the way through. There he is, beautiful Goldbridge. I'll pause that. So, all you need to do is, and as you can see, I agree, Mark, we can beat Chelsea. I hope we beat them. That's from D-Ghost. Marco's a Fellaini fan. He's just not the best choice for this game. Yeah, I would agree with that. Cost hates Mourinho. Yeah, it's going to be, there's a lot of hate tomorrow. But anyway, back to this. Okay, so there's the page you're watching. This is what you need to do. You go down here. Actually, what else you could do as well, this would be a big help while we've got it. Go down to here, and where it says, you can do the Patreon thing if you want to. A couple of dollars in a month would be nice. I'm only joking. That would be nice. There's the best fan channel thing to click on there if you're on Twitter. Just click it, and then you tweet your thing, or you can do it through the website there. But the most important thing, if you want to catch every live show or know when we go live, you click on the United Stand there. This takes you through to this page. You subscribe, which is free, so you click subscribe, and then next to the subscribe button, if you might have already subscribed, but so you just go to that there, the little bell, click on that, send me notifications for this channel, boom, and then you save it there, and then you're done. Okay, so that's how you do it. That's how you get it, and every time we go live after that, you will know about the United Stand when we go live, which is great. So very easy to do, very easy to do. Thanks everybody for watching. We will be live tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Do that thing, because you know, subscribe, get the notifications, and every time we go live you'll know about it. A little trick there for you. Do vote for us, that would be fantastic. I'm going 2-1 United. Another big game, another exciting game. Join us at 3 o'clock for the team news tomorrow, and then get involved in the watch along as well. And between 3 and 4 we will be getting you lot Skyping in, answering questions. And what I would say is, I do want it to be a little bit interactive. So if you've got something you disagree with, get on live and we'll have it out. You know, that's what we want to see. But thanks everybody for watching, and I'll speak to you very soon. Get commenting below. Give us your thoughts on the game. Really looking forward to it. And I think we've got to win it. I think we've got to win it.